Welcome back. We caught up with Arun Srinivas, Director and Head Ads Business Meta India, on the sidelines of this year's Meta Marketing Summit, and he gave us an insight into some of the trends that will help marketers drive their campaigns on the Meta platforms during the festival season. Some of the insights shared by Meta India include: number one, personalized content through ads on social channels is becoming more important for Diwali shoppers, with 69% agreeing that it was easier to complete their Diwali shopping with personalized products and gift suggestions on Facebook and Instagram. And then the second one, we all know this: Diwali shoppers seek online content in their local languages. Now, 76% of Diwali shoppers prefer to see advertising in local language, which is growing significantly year on year. Now, the third one is that influencer and creator content influences purchases, as 66% of Diwali shoppers agree that creators influence their purchase decisions. And the fourth one is the one I found the most interesting: AR and VR are valued during Diwali. There is a noticeable increase in the proportion of Diwali shoppers likely to use AR/VR tools to explore products. Let's see what Arun has to say about this. So what does the festive season look like for Meta India after all that you guys have been through over the past 1 year?
See, I think firstly, India, as you know, celebrates many festivals, and we have a big season of festivals coming up. And we're also at a point, inflection point, I'd say, in India, where digitization has obviously been at the spearhead of how the economy has grown over the last few years. And we have more than 650 million Indians now connected to the internet. So what we think and what we've seen is that obviously many of them are on our platforms, and we wanted to share obviously our insights with advertisers and marketers so that they get the best bang for their buck in this festive period.
Yeah, so one of the insights that had me intrigued was that there was a noticeable increase in the proportion of Diwali shoppers using AR/VR tools to explore product. As a company, how are you building on this insight to provide solutions to the advertisers?
Yeah, see, I think, so we have products like Instagram AR effects, which many of our advertisers have already tried. So I'll give an example, and this lends itself very well to fashion and beauty, because you have a horde of colors, horde of
and we have a lot of work. We have seen a lot of work, like someone like Lakme has come up with around the festive season.
So Lakme, for example, used these AR try-ons because when they launched a new lipstick which had almost 40 shades. So the consumer could literally click a picture of herself and could see how each of these shades looked on her before she decided to buy. So I think these are tools and technologies we will continue to invest in, work with advertisers. And so fashion is the other example, right? Like, for example, platforms, e-commerce platforms have used this, again, for try-ons, virtual try-ons. And eventually, like what we also see, for example, car companies using this, because, imagine you want to buy a new car and it comes in, dazzling 12 colors. You almost can actually visualize what each looks like, because sometimes even the ad copies not always carry all the colors.
Yes, absolutely. And I have seen over the past couple of years a lot of push towards WhatsApp for businesses, content when it comes to Instagram. There is Facebook, and now there is newly launched Threads. So Arun, if you can share your expectation around festive season from each of these platforms.
Yeah, I think so. Firstly, if you look at what people want, right? I mean, especially in this period, is like you end up buying stuff for yourself, family, and gifts, I guess, for your friends and near and dear ones.
Sure.
So I think personalization is at the heart of, I think what Meta offers is a solution, for consumers and therefore businesses. So, for example, given that AI has always been at the backbone of what we've done, ever since we launched Newsfeed in 2006. Because your feed, let's say, is different from mine, basis your interests and versus mine. And this has allowed, I would say, marketers to also get into better targeting options historically, etc. And obviously, with advancements in AI technology, we are only refining that further. So, for example, on the AI side, we have a suite called Advantage Plus Suite, which helps them create automated ads using AI. So there are, for example, there are a couple which are end-to-end automated. One is called Advantage Plus Shopping Campaigns, which actually allows the AI engine to run the tool, which might serve a different product to you and a different product to me, resulting in both of us ending up buying. So we've seen advertisers use this including, for example, let's say a good, the Good Glam group, which used this on a brand called Saint Botanica, and almost saw 59% improvement in conversion.
Yeah.
So similarly, there's an Advantage Plus app install campaign, which actually allows again for businesses that are in the business of apps, to really run end-to-end AI powered advertising campaign on app install. And we've again seen businesses use this, which has lowered their cost per app.
Yeah.
We also have on the AI suite a couple of other things. One is where it's where you can choose and decide what you want. So there's an Advantage Plus catalog campaign, which allows again, let's say, a different catalog to be shown to you versus me. Or equally an Advantage Plus creative, which is like, what's the creative? So maybe somebody is more benefit focused versus somebody more on the, let's say, what is the ingredient?
Yeah.
So these are things that are at the heart of, I guess, our AI tools right now, and we see an increasing adoption. And we have seen an increasing adoption through this year, and we believe that that will spur the future as well.
So much conversation everywhere around AI. If you can share with us, what are the kind of solutions and what are the kind of things that marketers and agencies are looking from Meta platforms?
See, as I said, most people want two things, right? Higher sales or lower costs. So I think what we have done is, and as I mentioned earlier also, Meta's, AI has been the backbone of Meta ever since Feed was launched almost 17 years ago.
Yeah.
And we've used that more in trying to identify interests, attitudes, and habits while browsing our surfaces, right, in the past. What we've also done is now started to use that in ad tools, right now, like the examples I gave on app install, for example, where marketers are clearly looking at lower costs. So we've helped companies across, the e-commerce space, the gaming space, etc., to really get better outcomes. Similarly, I'm saying on the Advantage Plus shopping campaigns, we allow businesses, for example, to this tool allows businesses to really give different products to different people based on their interests, which helps in better conversion rather than choosing one standard product.
Yeah.
So that's what it really does for marketers and agencies at this point.
And of the report that was launched today, and Festive, we are just setting foot into the festive season. What is it that intrigued you the most when it came to the finding of this report?
Yeah, so one, one I was most surprised by is the AR piece. I didn't realize that, I think we need to do...
Yeah, even I found that very, very unique.
We need to do a lot more there to see how we can hasten that. The others, I wouldn't say I was really surprised by, scale of messaging was the other surprise, to be honest.
Yeah.
So because, see, for example, like when somebody says that, 80% of Indians, or Diwali shoppers really saw videos on Meta platforms, and increasingly that short form video, I wasn't too surprised because you see this around you all the time. People literally inhabiting reels, as I call it.
Sure.
And or equally when somebody says 75% of this content is in local language, that's also not a surprise. Because we see so much local content historically, playing across the country. But I think what surprised me was also like the scale at which consumers are now messaging businesses in India. So 80% of consumers last year reached out to a business during this festive season through one of our messaging services, which is WhatsApp, Messenger, or Instagram, either about a query or to convert, or about a customer service issue, etc. So clearly tells you that there is increasing conversation between businesses and consumers.
And have advertisers started using Threads?
No, as you see, Threads we've just launched, and I think we are very happy with the early start and response we've got, both in terms of downloads as well as usage. I think on all metrics, it's way above the mark. And right now the focus for us is really to start building the right features, because Instagram is naturally home to, I would say, creators, celebrities, and we wanted to make sure that we spark conversation, globally, in a place where I think we felt that not, I don't think conversation can be owned by just one platform, but we wanted to really give a voice, to, let's say, more conversations. And Instagram is the best place to be, right? I mean, historically, where we've not only shared stuff which are around our interests, but also, it was home to, I would say, creators, celebrities, etc. So I think Threads will be able to offer a unique, a proposition which actually brings conversation with real life celebrities and creators soon.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Shivani. It was my pleasure.
And now we have an announcement to make. Storyboard 18 Young Guns are here. Storyboard 18's Young Guns is the biggest celebration of future-ready young professionals in advertising and marketing who are driving businesses and brands forward and bringing glory to India globally. Their work has helped brands and businesses grow and given India greater creative and business clout the world over. We honor, recognize and celebrate these path-breaking, promising young individuals through Storyboard 18's Young Guns initiative, a flagship program from the Network 18 group. We will honor young guns at a glittering ceremony in August. There will be illuminating conversations with leading lights as breakthrough talent and marketing and business leaders come together for an exclusive gathering to encourage, support and celebrate the bold brand makers. We are super excited about this, and so are many from this industry. Let's take a look.
Storyboard 18 Young Guns.
Young Guns as a concept is super exciting because Young Guns represents the new Big Bang. You know, it's the birth of new stars. The future of creativity, I feel, lies in tapping into the immense power of community and conversation. For me, community and conversation is the truth of the future. It will be about like-minded people, shared passions, and similar interest groups led by all kinds of influencers, volunteers, and ambassadors. These collectives or tribes will grow by exchanging views, sharing products, promoting ideology, and brand beliefs. And when we talk about tech, AI, data, social media, these are all enablers of this growing communion and conversation. In a way, I feel we will all be sitting around digital bonfires.
I think when I heard about, Storyboard 18 coming up with Young Guns, I was really excited. It's not only one of its first of its kind initiative, but it also provides a very great platform for a lot of our next generation people and individuals. There aren't many which exist. So that way it is a great initiative, and it really inspires our next generation team and to enhance their creativity and why it was and why it was exciting, as you asked your second question. It also once it gives the platform to amplify their creativity and backed with technology enabled solutions. And more importantly, it makes them, showcased in a global platform. And I think that's something which inspires and excites the young generation. I mean, this generation is looking for a lot of, opportunity where they could voice their creativity, they can showcase their creativity. And what best than, such a credible Storyboard coming up with this initiative. So it's a great one, and I wish all the best to Storyboard, and I hope this is something which we continue evolving year on year.
I think it's a fabulous initiative because I think any industry, a very clear signal of how the future is shaping up is directly proportionate with how excited the young folks in that industry are. And I think this is a great encouragement for all the young folks who are in the business of communication and marketing. I think it's fabulous also because I think finally what happens is the younger folk that bring fearlessness, playfulness, free-spiritedness into the business. And I think that's very, very critical for our business because I think in general, these are some of the traits that help propel the business forward.
With that, it's a wrap on Storyboard this week. You can catch all of our content on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. Thanks for watching. We will be back same time next week. See you soon.